Uh, Hello, I think I'm live. Let's double check here. Oh, I can't see where it's at. Hold on, guys. Oh, here it goes. There we are. Okay. All right, I can see we are live. Well, I hope everyone is having a great day, night, wherever you are in the world. So thank you for hanging out and joining me today. I'm excited to be here. Very excited. I have some pretty cool messages to share. From the title of the video, probably gives you some insight into the topic and category I'm going to be covering. And then after that, I will open it up for questions, and then we can do some general readings for those who are interested in that. If you're not, that's okay. If you are, at that point, I'll ask and see who would like to be on the list, all right? So can you guys let me know if the audio is coming through clear? Is the tone loud enough? Is it too loud? Let's see. And let me say hello to everyone. Okay. Enlightened Skywatcher, hi. Thank you for hanging out and joining me. I appreciate that. Purple Butterfly, hello, hello. Sean Baby, hello. Gen Z, hello. Spirit of Atlantis, hey. Thanks for hanging out. TJ, hi. Yeah. Loud and clear, awesome. It's blasting loud. Oh, goodness. And TJ says, sounds fine on the other side of the pizza. All right. All right then. Okay. All right. So thank you guys for hanging with me. I'm going to get right into the category and topic. I do hope that everyone is having a great week. It's now going into the tail end of the week. We just, hit the middle of the week. So I really hope that you are making the most and the best use of your time. Every day is so precious. Every week is so precious. And regardless of where you're at on your journey, I really hope that in today's broadcast, I can bring you some insight, some deeper perspective, and hopefully add value to your life experience. All right? No, I'm not sick. Do I sound sick? I mean, sometimes I get really bad allergies. So if I sound possibly like I don't feel stuffy or as congested as I usually get when I have allergies and sinus, but no, I'm good. Guys, I can't always be super, super hyper, but I'm good. So thank you guys for caring about me. I do sometimes have allergies a lot, but I'm good. So yeah, thank you. Awesome. Love those cute little emojis. All right. Let me just, thanks, Sean. Hi, Gratitude Joy. How are you? All right. Okay. So this is a topic I'm really excited to cover. For me personally, I was so happy and grateful to come into this understanding of what I call divine timing and synchronicity. I think that in life, we all are always, I think, searching for answers, searching for clarity. And sometimes in life, on our path, on our journey, we can get impatient. We're all probably, familiar with that experience. And the best lesson that I've been able to really apply, right, the best learning and understanding to life lessons for me has been to just trust in divine timing. And so we're going to begin with divine timing, and I'm going to share my own personal um, I guess, understanding and knowledge of that. And hopefully that could bring some clarity to your life, or at least bring more understanding to where you might be on your own personal journey of life. Okay, guys? So, yay. Okay. I do have Sprite here today. So hello, Gratitude Joy. Thanks for hanging out with us. I've not seen you before, so thank you. If you're new, thank you and welcome. Okay, hold on, making sure. Okay. Scott Swest, hello. Scott Swest says, hi everyone, new subscriber, glad to be here. Thank you very much for joining us and joining the community here. We welcome you, Scott. Baby Lavender, hello, welcome. Miss Family Tree, just waking up, doing an early stream, I guess. Wherever you're at in the world, whatever time zone you're in, I think that we're on divine timing, so. Okay, awesome. So here in America, in this time zone, this part of the country, we do have the 4th of July, so that is the timing that we're currently in. And so I do wish everyone a safe holiday experience on this day. Okay. So like I began, divine timing is the first element we're going to walk into. And on our life path, on our journey in this experience in the world, we're always evolving, we're always growing, we're always learning. And along that process are, things that we desire, experiences that we want, and processes that have to play themselves out, right? I can see this myself here. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I can see the chat as well. Okay. And so on that experience of this life journey, we desire things along the way, which is very normal and expected for us to do. That's only natural. And then, of course, we can work at things and attain those items. Sometimes we cannot put any work into it and still attain those items. So I'm sure that you can relate to maybe both scenarios taking place in your life, where you're working on a goal very rigorously and you attain it, right? And I'm sure you can also relate to different things in life where you don't really put a lot of effort into something and you can still attain it, right? We can see on both sides of the spectrum where we have desired, wanted something to exist or create something, and either we do or don't get it, or we do in different manners. Hi, Mel Mel. Hi, Angela. And hi, Joseph Schmo. Hello. So whenever we want things in our life experience and we're on this journey to attain these things, and again, it doesn't matter what exactly you're looking to go after, whether it be deep or very, very big vision, or it could just be very basic needs in life. Either way, we could all relate to having these experiences where we want something we're putting our energy toward attaining that. Either we do get it or we don't, and we can all relate to having moments where we do get it with less effort, and we've other times we can get it with all of our effort. Okay. And so with that as with that information to help layer the context of where I'm going with this divine timing conversation. So on this experience that we're all living, and we're all at different paths, different points of this path, right? We meet on the path in different capacities, and we're growing at different levels and different paces as well. And so I think one of the best things to take away that we could help apply to our experience is that when we have things that we're eager to attain and we can't get them, sometimes the universe is giving us signals that either A, we're not, a match vibrationally for that item or that experience or that desired results, or B, we are not yet prepared to fully accept or take on the task, the idea, the vision, the desired results. And we have to kind of respect that process as it goes along, because if we force things, if we try too much to control and plan and overplan, then we are really only creating more resistance between where we currently stand and the desired result we actually, we want to get to or toward. Yeah. Yay. So hopefully, at least at this point, that makes sense to you guys, or at least is conceptually able to, grasp those concepts. Okay. Thank you, Mel Mel. Thank you. Okay, and so the universe is going to always support you. Okay. I want to start it off with that element. And what I mean by that is that no matter where you're at in your experience of life, and no matter what you may be going through, whether it's a time of happiness and abundance and joy, or maybe it's a time of struggle and strife and pain and hurt, no matter what it is, and no matter where we're at, right? Emotionally, vibrationally, mentally, physically, we are on a journey that, in my personal belief, is, from a macro viewpoint, predetermined. And we're going through the process, right? Taking on the world the best way we know how, with the little training that we get when we come into the world. And so it's a great idea to really consider that there is a divine timing, right? A universal experience that is set up to position you for where you're supposed to be. And a lot of times people can feel in their life that they're behind schedule or they're late to the game. Sometimes I hear a lot that people feel like they're not where they're supposed to be in life, right? And I understand that. That's a common thing that we can all experience and relate to feeling at one point in our life. But the best thing that I can say to people who feel like that, and even if you don't right now, but you can relate to a past moment where you did feel that way, my best advice would be that you're exactly where you're supposed to be every step of the way. Okay, I'm going to say it one more time. You're exactly where you are supposed to be, like right now, in this moment. Who you are, all the things that are happening in your life experience that you can, your surrounding, the people in your life, the job you're in, the people you're meeting, the new people, the existing people, the relationships, the financial situation that you're currently facing, the emotional happiness or emotional pain, whatever is happening in your personal awareness, this is where you are supposed to be. You are exactly on time, okay? And it may not be something that everybody wants to accept, but I'm here to at least bring you my knowledge, my insight, my understanding with the universal laws, and as a spiritual guide and resource, we are always where we are supposed to be We're never behind schedule. We're never late. And we're not even too ahead of schedule. We can also, experience moments where we feel that we're too advanced or too ahead of schedule. And even on the other side of the spectrum, we're still exactly on time. And so I hope that that could bring some level of relief to people who may need to hear that message right now. Let me check in with the chat before I keep going, okay? Let's see. Mel says, she's all right. Miss Family Tree. Excuse me. Yes, divine timing, Gen Z. Yes. Thank you, Mel. Your being is so awesome. So awesome. So awesome. Thank you. Yes. Thanks, Angela. Hi, Purple Butterfly. Hi. Okay. So looks like we're still good here. All right. Awesome. Okay. All right. Okay. Yes. So far, I hope you guys are at least enjoying this topic of discussion for this live stream. I hope so. I'm enjoying it. So. And Mel says, "What? Oh, there may be something there may be something they need to experience before going to the next phase in their lives." Yes, yeah. And sometimes we're supposed to experience pain, loss, tragedy, adversity, love, happiness, romance, financial abundance, self-fulfillment. You name it. Where we're currently at, each and every one of us is where we're exactly supposed to be. Yes, Mel, you can absolutely go ahead and place channel links. I'm sure for those who are familiar with our YouTube community here on the channel, I do love to support other content creators. It does take quite a bit of focus, dedication, and energy to be a content creator, and not just that, to even be on camera. Sometimes we kind of forget the little nuances that go in behind the scenes, and there is quite a bit. And so I'm totally a supporter of helping other people who are just like me creating content. I want to support everyone that supports me in return. They don't even have to support me in return. I will always support people that I believe in, that I want to help see further develop. So absolutely, absolutely. Thanks. Thank you, Mel. Thanks, Sean. Says great topic. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Gen Z. And Angela Critter says, achieving consciousness of your life opens up the right path. Yes, totally. Thank you for acknowledging that. I agree 100% there. Yay. And before I go on to the topic and carry forward, guys, they're going to place the links here in this chat. And whether you're here right now with us or watching the replay, I really highly suggest clicking on these links and getting to know these people who have channels. If they're part of my community, then I can only hope that my character and my integrity can go the distance for you to give them a chance and see what they're about. Not everyone is going to appeal to us, right? And that's okay, because we're human beings and we're going to have differences and we're going to have preferences. But I still urge you to at least support them by subscribing, because they are here part of our group community. And so that is one thing I hope that you are willing to do. Thank you. And I don't want to forget Sean or Mel Mel, if we can also place Judy Ron's link. I know he's always such a great content creator who's always supporting me, whether I'm in his live stream or not. And so I want to make sure that I return that favor and have his link as well here, okay? Awesome. Yay, okay. Awesome, okay. That is so cute, the police emoji there. That is the cutest thing ever. And so at least from people who are at least here live in the stream, I know Mel Mel's here and she has a channel. Please check her out. I'll do a couple of just interjections here. She's an amazing creator. I love her creativity. I mean, it's really, to me, at least my flavor of fun to listen into and hang out with. And I always feel happy when I leave her live streams. Oh, thank you, Purple Butterfly. Thank you for the compliment. Yes, and Save Robbie, he's not here, but I always love and enjoy watching and supporting his channel. And Miss Family Tree, she's here in the stream tonight. Let's support her. Enlightened Skywatcher, he's here. He's, his own flavor as well. The best way I could probably sum up his channel would be, trying to bring clarity and truth to, everyone who's willing to listen and actually go that distance and hear about the world and what we're currently, experiencing. So check his channel out as well. Angela Critters, she's here in the chat. She has a channel. I always love hanging out and watching her videos too. I hope I didn't miss anybody, and if I did, I apologize. Okay. Oh, I love her humor. I do. I do. I do. I like how Mel Mel says, "Nope, Sean, I nailed them all." I just can hear her voice. You can when you like hang out with somebody a lot, you can like hear them say it. Yeah, that's how I see it. Group hugs. Yeah. Yes. Can I see? I'm sure I can see everything. Okay, yeah, I can. I love it. I really do. Oh, I love Mel Mel's style. Okay. Sometimes I smile too much. Like, how your cheeks eventually kind of hurt? Yeah. Aw, thank you, Gen Z. Wavelength. Thank you. I love the wavelength. Okay. All right. Okay. So back onto the universe supporting us. The universe is always supporting us. It's always going to position us for the best, most positive outcome that we are ready to receive. And so there are moments in our life where we are more independent, and there are moments in our life where we may be less independent, okay? And it doesn't make us more of a person or less of a person, regardless of where we may be at that moment. The importance to understand with that is that we are being supported by the universe, and the universe will work in every way that it is supposed to work in your favor to position you, to prepare you, to secure you, to protect you, for your best outcome. And sometimes that does mean that it may place people in your awareness, in your surroundings. It may be that you are more dependent than you may want to be, that more dependent than you would feel comfortable being in some elements in our life, at moments in our life. And so it's important to always remember that even if we feel less independent at times in our life, even if we feel less where we would want to feel, right, more whole and complete, if we can just trust that the universe is always supporting us in so many different dynamics, that it has our best interest at heart. The universe has our back every step of the way. Every trial, every tribulation, every beautiful success moment, every benchmark, every corner that we're turning, the universe is always going to support us. The universe will always have our back. And so I wanted to really drive that concept there. Thank you, Albany. Awesome. Yeah, I like the way it sounds too. Hi, Taurus girl. Hi. All right. Purple Butterfly says lots of mods. But you have no idea. I had so many, before. So actually, I really have hardly any right now. Maybe in this particular broadcast, but for real, I've really condensed and made lots of adjustments. But yes, thank you. Okay. All right, so hi Anna. We're gonna get to the readings after I finish the topic at hand here. We're on divine timing. I'm gonna just close that out and go into synchronicity, and then I'll take a list for people who would like to ask some questions and have some readings. Okay. Hey, hi Jamie. How are you? Hope you're doing okay. I love you. All right. Okay. So the last piece I would like to say about the divine timing is the best way for us to receive all the goodness that is ours already is to do our best to allow flow, natural flow and fluidity with the things that we are experiencing in life. And for those who are more planners, or for those who are more structured like myself, or more, I don't want to use the word controlling because it can have a very negative connotation, and I'm very particular with language. But I'm a really big planner, and I'm a really big structure kind of person. And I find it the most common when, for people who have that more dominant in their experience, people who are less structured, people who are less rigid, or less, they don't have that, I guess. They don't struggle with having more flow and fluidity. So this particular, is more geared toward people like myself, who are more structured, who like more organization, who tend to thrive better in environments where there's order. And so what I'm saying is, for those, if you are out there and you feel that is more of your personality type, I urge you to remember that the best way to have that fulfillment, that natural energetics, the best way to have the least resistance in your emotional vibration, right, is to relax a little bit more and to allow yourself open to flow and fluidity. And it's a thing that I always practice every single day, because For me, being with my, personality type, more structured, more rigid, more structured, I like that element. I feel more in control of my experience when I have that structure. But even sometimes too much structure can hold you back and can take you out of alignment. And so it's one thing that I always make sure that I'm cognizant of. And so I thought that would be worth sharing for those who experience that. Awesome. Okay, let me say hello to everybody who has joined us here. Yay. Hello, everyone who is joining. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you. Okay, I don't know what a sky rate is, but I think I have an idea of what that is. So thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Hello, Aussie Outlaw. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Hi, Naga Samurai. Welcome. Thank you for hanging out too. I like raids. As long as they're not like crazy ones, I can handle some raids. Where is Bob? I don't know what that means. Where's Bob? And then Taurus Girl is asking, what do you think about shooting stars? Just wondering. The other night, I have seen one just after being upset and wondered if it's a sign to keep my chin up. I think that's a great sign. Shooting stars, they're not really typical. They're not common, especially when your eye catches that light at that moment. I think there's significance there. And whatever your immediate reaction was at that moment, that's how you can learn to trust yourself and build your own self, like your confidence with who your inner core is. So if that's what came through to you at that moment, I highly agree that that is the message that you were meant to come into contact with, Taurus Girl. And Naga Samurai says, Katrina, I like that you are a serious-minded person with structure, order, and discipline. I can definitely relate. Yes, I am. I totally am. Now, at the same time, I can also sometimes be too structured, too rigid. So I try to loosen up. I try to sometimes integrate more fun in my own daily life, and I try to stay as close to that element as I can. Since I know that I'm on the other extreme of that, it's in my awareness that I seek enjoyment. And when I say enjoyment, I mean like fun, natural flow, natural creativity, natural experience where I'm not always so much in this orderly experience. I still love and appreciate the orderly experience I have, but I also know that that can take me out of alignment. So, yes. Yes. Hi, Mimi. How are you? Aw. We are, he says, we are a part of Enlightened's Bar and Grill. Awesome. Are we eating? I think I am also INTJ. I think so. I did take that test before. I can't remember, but I think that's what I was, Sean. And then Miss Family Tree says, oh, sorry, Naga says, wait, I messed up. Let me go back up. I don't know how I got like too far ahead of myself there. Sorry, guys. Okay. I'm gonna do a handful of readings, Mel Mel. Yes, and I will once I finish the synchronicity part of the topic tonight, then I'll go into some readings, and I'll only do a handful of requests. Okay, but we will. And I don't want anyone to put their name on the list until we get to that point because they may not stick around, and I don't want us to keep a list that they're not going to be here for. So I'll announce it when we get to that point. If they want to hang out and stay, they're willing to do that. Cool with me. Aussie Outlaw says, "You rock, Katrina." Well, thank you, Aussie Outlaw. And then Angela says, I think too little structure is distracting. Yeah, I relate to that. I do. Get myself closer here. Okay. And then Naga Samurai says, Katrina, are you an INTJ? I think that is what I am. I do think that's what I am. I can't remember, but I think that's what I am. I think that's what I am, if my memory serves me correctly. Are you Naga Samurai? Excuse me. And then Miss Family Tree says, one can definitely become too comfortable in their comfort zone. Yes, 100%. Like 100%. Yes. And I'm a big like proponent person of not letting yourself get too comfortable in your experience, not to take away from natural enjoyment of life and happiness, but when we stay too comfortable in our environments, in our work experience, in our life, in our love and partnerships, in our career, in our creative projects, and if we are staying too comfortable, then we're not evolving. When we're doing our own soul a disservice, okay? And we are meant to be, souls here to continue to evolve, continue developing, growing. Humanity is here for, higher ascension, higher consciousness. And we are really doing our own selves, a disservice by staying in a safe zone. You can stay in safe zones if you're growing in those safe zones. So don't get that part confused, because you can find safe places where you can feel comfortable and be open and vulnerable, like here in our channel community. But don't forget to keep pushing yourself toward greatness. Push yourself to the outer edges, because that is where all of the action is. That is where the true growth exists. And that is where you can attain higher and enlightened messages, right? That's how you're going to be more access to the other realms of consciousness, higher consciousness that exists, okay? Hi, Blue Ivy Angel, how are you? Mel says, I had a raid one time after I got rid of a bunch of trolls and had no idea what a raid was. That sounds funny. I can just picture that happening for Mel. I can. And then Sean says that he's INTJ. Okay, well, Sean, I did not know that you were. I'm gonna have to double check. I'm pretty sure that I am too, so that would make 2 INTJs. Pretty cool. Who went to go get a drink? It's funny, guys. Yes, Taurus girl. I'm glad that felt nice when you saw that. Albany says, I love your Katrina. Wait, I love you, Katrina. I love your Katrina. No. Albany says, I love you, Katrina. You're kick-ass. That's cool. That's awesome. Thank you. Yes, Mel, yes. That's the perfect follow-up to that one. Mel says, Katrina can get overtired and Mel has to kick her ass sometimes. Yes. Yes. I always give Mel permission to do that to me. She's my sister. Hi, Open Your Eyes. How are you? Thanks for hanging out here and stopping by and showing me support. I appreciate you. Hi, Albany. I'm saying hi. I thought I said hello. I thought you heard me say hello several times, but if you didn't, hello. Okay. Yeah, Albany, I will cover that part a little bit at the end of the conversation. If you want to remind me about the life path number 7. If you want to remind me of that, I can cover it a little bit, okay? Dank Williams, hello, how are you? And then Naga says, Sean, I'm an INTJ. Okay, cool. So Sean, Naga, and Katrina are INTJs. Okay, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Katrina, I think the one that asked has gone. She had no manners, anyways. Well, Mel Mel, I trust you. You got it. Mel Mel has it covered. Okay. Sometimes I need Mel Mel to kick out some people, anyways, but she's not kicking anybody out tonight. But if people get out of control, Mel Mel's got the whip. Sean, I had no idea that you ran into so many INTJs. That's pretty cool. Magic Wand Johnny, hello. How are you? How are you? Hi, Carla Marie. How are you? Yay. Well, Naga, if you're saying that you had never met any other INTJs until this year, you were the only one that you knew that was an INTJ. That's definitely a synchronicity. I'm going to cover that in just a moment here. So that's pretty cool. I don't know who is Bob. I really don't know. I don't know who Bob is, guys. But there was a movie like way back in the 80s. It was called What About Bob? That's all that comes to mind, guys. No, I don't know who we were talking about Bob. I really don't know who that is. So, okay, let's keep going here. Naga says, Katrina, I want to say too much more, but I want to personally acknowledge and thank you for your service and labor. You are giving your time to look into the esoteric and ether and speak. Thank you. Thank you very much for your thoughts. Thank you. I know we were chatting on Enlighten's channel about esoteric topics. And so that's pretty cool. I know Sean's into like esoteric and mysticism as well. So definitely want to connect with Sean too, if that's up your alley, which I think it was. But thank you for the compliment. Thank you for that kind compliment. I appreciate that. Carla, I know. Oh, Albany says he just likes me to keep saying hello to him. Okay, that's cool with me. Fine with me. Welcome back, Enlightened. Amethyst, Crystal, was it called Amethyst? What? Okay. Did I miss it? Amethyst something. Oh, Clique. Amethyst Click. Okay. Hi. Wavelength. Carla says, Mel Mel, don't kick me out. Guys, better be on Mel Mel's good side, okay? Mel Mel was the only one who ever timed Sean out. Yeah. Yeah. I love when Mel Mel times me out on her own channel. I really do. Like, it's just a fun process. I have to have fun too, guys. And I just love that. I feel so bad when I get timed out. Well, sometimes I'm practically begging to be timed out. I'm going to be honest, guys. So that's my silly self coming through, and that's cool. So thank you, Mel Mel, for letting me have a silly side and timing me out. Oh. Yes, Mel Mel. All right. I think I got everyone there. Okay. TJ, Aussie, the revealing unknown. Hello. Hi, how are you? Thanks for stopping in and showing me some support. I appreciate you. I would tell Bob his zodiac sign, but I don't even know who Bob is, guys. But if you tell me what I can help to walk through Bob, but I just don't know who Bob is yet. Thank you, Carla. Thank you for stopping in. Well, I wouldn't know the difference, Mel Mel. No trolls allowed. Only supporters, okay? Okay. Aussie says, I love that you have a Buddha behind you. I have the same throughout my house. Blessed you. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've studied all religions by my own personal choice. And that's a different topic for a different day. But I do have quite extensive understanding on all world religions. But I'm not a religious person though, so I don't want the wrong information to come through the camera. Like I'm more spiritually inclined. I do not define myself by any religion, but I do understand to the best of my own personal ability the various ones that are out there, and I can find appreciation in the various ones in my own element. So, but yes, yes, awesome. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Naga says that Mel Mel, truthfully, we were at Enlightened Skywatcher's page, decided to do a raid. I've never done one. It's it's supportive Katrina. Okay, well, let's play it by ear, guys. If it gets too chaotic, Mel Mel's got the wrench. Okay, and Mel Mel knows how to use that wrench. And we got Gen Z here, and Sean. So if it gets too out of hand, guys, you guys know I trust your judgment. Okay. So yes. All right, back to the topic, guys. Thank you, Roots. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna get back to the topic. We just finished with divine timing, and we're gonna talk now on synchronicity. And then after that, we will open it up to a list for those who would like to be on here. We can, well, actually, sorry, we're gonna talk about synchronicity, and then I will cover just a couple of basic thoughts on the life path numbers. I know Albany had asked about that. And then we will do a list for those who would like to have a reading done, okay? All right. All right, guys. Okay. That's okay. You know, I'm really not about like just trying to increase subscribers, guys. I really care more about the interaction of this and the actual real experience here. I'm sure that we're not trying to offend anybody. We're not. So I hope that no one takes it as a personal offense. but we want to be at least somewhat respectful and mindful of the conversation here. You're totally welcome to contribute in the chat section on anything you'd like to ask me about related to this conversation and topic. Totally willing to entertain those things. It could get a little busy and distracting to other people who would like to hear the message, and so I understand when we see too many things that are unrelated, it could distract the flow and the vibration of those who are here to get the message. So I hope and trust and respect that everyone understands that and that nobody feels personally singled out. We just want to keep it appropriate for the setting, okay? Hope that explains it, okay? So don't take personal offense, but we got to do the right thing, okay? All right, guys. Thank you. Awesome. Okay. So we are going to continue on to synchronicity. Okay. All right. Yep. Yep. Yes. All right. Okay. So yeah, and I completely know that respect goes both ways for sure. I think if you missed if you missed what I was commenting on earlier, what I was saying is that we appreciate those who want to come and hang out with us. We want to keep the conversation on track, and sometimes people are trying to hear the message, and it may be too distracting for some people by getting flooded with different things. We respect the raid or the raid, but I think that we want to also keep awareness and be mindful that it could sometimes distract other people in the live stream chat. And so I do want to respect the vibration and like the flow of conversation here. So like I said earlier, we don't mean any disrespect to anyone. We love people who are coming here to hear the message. We want to keep that mood and that vibration right on alignment. Okay. So hope that makes more sense. And if you want to rewind a little bit and hear of what I covered again, you can do that too. But we love you. We respect you. I totally believe that respect is mutual. So, okay. Then if you didn't miss it, then you didn't miss it then. Okay. All right. So now we are on the topic of synchronicity. All right. Synchronicity. Synchronicity. Uh-oh, here we go. Yay. Oh, can you guys still hear me? I think you guys can, right? Okay. Okay. All right. I'm just going to refill my Sprite. That's all I'm going to do. and we're going to get right into the topic of synchronicity. And then if Albany is still here and would like me to cover like some basic on the life path, I will do that next, okay? Yay! All right, I'm back, everybody. I'm back. I had to use the restroom and I had to get my Sprite and ice. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back, everyone. All right, everyone. All right, guys, what's going on over here? What's going on, guys? Well, thank you, guys. I'm sorry I had to use the restroom. I have to always pee often, guys, and I went to get ice, my Sprite. So that's what I was doing, guys, okay? Hello. All right. Nobody is a Nazi mod, so don't say that. All right, guys. Melma, are you still here? Gen Z's here. Let me know if you're hanging out with us. Okay. You're a twin flame journey. All right, guys. So, okay, guys. So, can we at least act like adults here? I don't know why anyone's upset here, but I, all right, guys. Let's keep it respectful here in the chat. If you guys can't be in the chat, if you can't be respectful here in the chat, then don't hang out with us, okay? Please. We're here to have a discussion, and we are talking about divine timing and synchronicity. So if you can't hang in with this topic, then maybe it's not the live stream for you, okay? And that's okay. I know that we all have different differences and different viewpoints. So I don't know if I missed something earlier when I went to the restroom, guys, but Enlightened, you're leaving? That's fine, Enlightened. You can leave. That's okay with me. Gen Z, Mel is good? All right. Thank you, Gen Z. Let's see here. Oh, sorry. Hold on. All right. All right, guys, we're going to move forward. We're going to talk about synchronicity, okay? I'm not going to let myself be distracted. I apologize for those who were distracted in this moment, but I'm going to go ahead and bring us back to center. And those who wish to hang out and stick around for the synchronicity conversation, we're going to do so. Those who don't, that's fair. You know, you have your own personal decision, personal choice. All right, we're going to move on to synchronicity, okay? And I wanted to share my own experiences when it comes to different like synchronistic events that take place in life. And the best way that I can at least begin this part of the discussion and conversation is when we have things that go down in our life that look or feel like coincidences, okay? And when we have these experiences, they're kind of unique, right? Almost just like a deja vu experience. Oh, excuse me. Almost like a deja vu experience. And so they're significant because they're trying to get those events that go down that take place are looking to get our attention. And if we're open and we have that conscious awareness, then of course, there's like symbols, right? They're revealing themselves to us, okay? And so they're not just these random events that go down that take place in our life where we ignore or avoid. There are synchronistic events that do happen for us to be alert, have awareness, pay attention to. And the experience in itself is beautiful. It's how I would best describe it as harmonious alignment. And we can all probably relate to having different things happen in our life experience where several things take place back to back to back, reaffirming information or symbols, signs, things coming into our awareness, insights, right? Downloads, where it's reaffirming and confirming things that we already feel and find true to us. That is how I would best describe how I've personally experienced synchronicity in my own life. And has anyone experienced having synchronicity in their life recently or ever in the past? Anyone else? I know Sean says yes. Yes, so much more this year than ever. That's awesome. I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, these things that happen in our own life should never be taken for granted. I feel that sometimes we overlook them because we don't know how to recognize them, or we sometimes have that self-talk within ourselves that says, well, we want to quickly I guess, shun it off to, well, it's just random or it's just another experience that's happening in our life. But really, that is the universe talking to us. The universe is communicating with us, showing up in different ways. And so when you're having those experiences in life, for sure, those are meant for you to acknowledge and for you to notice. Aw. TJ. Sometimes Chris says, I feel like a different person. Okay. Taurus Girl says, yes, I have. Last month I seen 111 every day, multiple times. Yeah. Jen says, yes, all the time. Yay. Oh. Aw. Mhm. Well, um, Sean is asking, could a shooting star be considered a synchronicity? I would think yes, if what comes through to you in that moment is further confirmation on other things taking place that only you as a person would know. So yes, Taurus girl. Yay. Aw. Uh-oh, what happened there? Oops. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I'm not that familiar with what these raids are. Really, I'm not, and it's not normally like my thing. Okay, um, to have like the raids in that manner. I only ask that if we have those experiences, I thank you. Number one, I thank you, number one, for the intent that is behind it. At the same time, I want to keep respect here in the live stream chat because people who already are here, who are dedicated and who are interested in these topics, are here for a purpose and to receive the message. And I can see how sometimes it can be a distraction to those who are here. So I thank you for the intent. At the same time, let's be cognizant of the experience at hand here. And if it's not your cup of tea, you don't have to stay and hang out, okay? I appreciate the intent, and sometimes, you know, the vibrations don't match and align, and I respect that too, because in life we do have, varying vibrations. And so I'm grateful. I'm appreciative and grateful. At the same time, I'm going to stand true to where I'm at and where I'm here. So yes, thank you. I respect my moderators. Mel Mel, if she had kicked anyone out, I'm sure it was because for good purpose. Okay. And I'm sorry if anyone felt offended, but I do support Mel Mel's decision as a wrench. I do. And I hope she comes back. I think she got upset. I did have to unmod Enlightened here, and no disrespect, but sometimes it could be disruptive and distracting. And so I don't mean it with like negativity. I just hope that we can hang out and be humanity, right? We're a collective consciousness. And if you're here for the right message, then thank you. And if you're here for just nothing, or if you're just here because you don't know why you're here, there is a divine timing. There are some moments that do bring you to these positions. And at the same time, let's just be mindful and respectful to the live stream. That's all I can ask of you guys, okay? So, but I do support my moderators for sure, 100%. And I do support the people I have here to help, okay? Mama was very nice. and she was very welcoming, and you guys were a little distracting. Honestly, that's what happened. And so I caught it in the very end here, and that's okay. That happens. We are here communicating through, like, words and writing. There could be misunderstandings, but I think that the more important thing to understand is that I don't even know what a rate is truly, okay? I'm grateful and appreciative for people who want to share the video out. At the same time, let's be respectful and mindful to whatever live stream is taking place, because sometimes it could be distracting if no one knows what's happening. All right, so let's just keep that in our awareness. And yes. Thank you, Sean. He says, love and appreciation. Chris says, glad I found your channel. Finley says, love and love. Thank you. Open your eyes. Showing support. Okay. Mel Mel. I need some Mel Mel tonight. Can I get some Mel Mel back? And don't get on Mel Mel's bad side, because she's my sister. So if you don't know by now, Gen Z, Bridgie, Mel, I was gonna call her Dr. Mel. I was like, wait a minute, the hotline now. Mel, Sean, all the people who I have here as moderators, I do trust, okay? And if you're not a moderator at this point, then there's a gap in understanding, and I'm okay to have that different conversation offline, okay? Offline. Who's Snickers? Who's Snickers? Candy? Candy? Candy, candy. Wavelength. Wavelength. And then well, I've been doing D Live, so of course now I've been like, how when you get these songs stuck in your head that would not normally be there. So lately I have all these songs stuck in my mind. And I'm like, okay, I usually have no songs in my mind because I usually program my subconscious with other like binaural beats and affirmations. But lately I'm like, holy smokes, I got these D Live songs stuck in my head. Oh. Yay. Is Sean Baby still here, or is he gone? I don't know if he's still here anymore. I know that Mel Mel's here. If you're still here, let me know in the live stream chat part. That way I can at least know who's hanging out with us still. If you feel comfortable saying something. If you don't, no worries, okay? Aw. Stuck in the 80s? I know, oh my God. Been doing some 80s music, guys. I've been doing all kinds of music, to be quite honest. Aw, thanks, Bridgie. Yay, Miss Family Tree. Bridgie, Gen Z. Albany says, Yamoos here? Okay. Naga says, love and respect to everyone. Katrina, look forward to learning from you. Mel, I respect the fact that you protect her. Aww. Mel's protecting me, and I appreciate that so much. I love Mel, like I really do. I love everyone here. That those who know I love you guys. So thank you so much. Mel protects me. Love you, Mel. Love you, Bridgie. Love you, Gen Z. Love you, Shawnee. Love you guys. Yes. And I know them offline from talking with them for a long time. I feel safe and comfortable with them and I trust them, okay? And they have my best interests at hand. That I do feel confident and secure with, okay? Thank you, Naga Samurai, for saying that Mel Mel was protecting me. I really appreciate that a lot. I really do. She was, I'm sure she was. Chris Shea, I love your positivity. It makes me happy and meeting new people. Thank you. Hi at Tracing Time. All right. Yay. Okay, yeah, Albany, I will tell you about the life number 7, okay? I don't hate you at all, so relax. I don't hate anyone, no matter who they are. All right. Hi, Roots. Hi, baby Lavender. Okay. So, all right. All right. Guys, please let's be respectful here, okay? If we can't be respectful, then, we have to be adults. Let's be mature, okay? I know not everyone learns proper manners in life. I can't help people's parenting, but I do hope that on my live stream we're going to hold some respect here because that is what I do stand for. Okay? So if we can't be that way, then go somewhere else. I'm not afraid to say that. Okay? And I'm going to tell you directly, if we can't be respectful, then don't hang out here. I'm on a topic and a conversation and a vibration of humanity, consciousness, ascension, love, high frequency vibration. If you can't understand that, then it's not the place to be. And I'm totally okay with that. I'm not going to be offended. Okay? Hi, at Trace in Time. All right. Here we go. Okay. So, we're hanging out. We're hanging out. We're talking about synchronicity. Okay. And we do have synchronistic events that go down in our life, okay? That is very common that happens, but sometimes we actually neglect the reality of those moments, those coincidences that are taking place, okay? And so um, it's a beautiful thing to acknowledge, to recognize that life, the universe is always showing us, symbols and um, signs for us to pay attention to. All right. Now, when you meet certain people in your path, right, that just open you up in ways that you never thought were possible, those people are divinely planned and plotted and positioned there by the universe. That is not a coincidence. When you come across paths with people, right? Whether it's here online on YouTube or at the grocery store, when you're, getting gas, at the gas station, wherever you're at, right? It could be at work. People are crossing paths all the time. And when we find people that are playing a significant role in our life in different ways, those are moments, those are symbols from the universe to discover more, to be open to what may exist beyond that encounter, okay? So, thank you, Chris Shea. Okay. So now the next part is this. Now, beyond just the synchronicity piece, I want to cover um, one more element, very simple and short to the point here. And I want to start it off with saying that every day is a new day to breathe. Every day the sun comes up, right? These things take place that are beyond our, that don't require us to participate in, right? When the sun comes up, that's not on our to-do list, right? When we wake up and we are able to experience another breath of air, that is a new day that we've been given, right? To decide, to choose who we will become, how much we will strive for our own personal greatness, right? And every day is a new day to begin again, right? We can all agree to having experienced really bad days. And we can all agree to having moments in our life where we feel the whole week was horrible or the whole month, maybe the whole year. But I want to, stay on like the daily incremental pieces. And so we can all relate to having these moments where we feel we failed ourselves or where we feel defeated for whatever may be happening in our life experience. And so I want to really drive home this concept that every day, right, is a new day to start again. Every day is a new day to choose. Every day is a new day to be better than you were the day before. All right. And I know it may seem like common sense, but honestly, we really sometimes we're so far removed from that element at points in our life that we forget that. We forget these very basic but very important practices that that can really help shift our awareness, right? It's not about change. It's really about shifting our perspective, shifting the lens of consciousness that we are going to see the world, see ourselves in this process. And so we will get off track in life at times. That's inevitable, right? And so sometimes when we feel we're off track, we are quick to like beat ourselves up, right? We're so quick to have that negative self-talk and say, you know what? I messed up. I failed myself. I feel defeated, right? Whatever we do in our own mind, our own like inner dialogue, we can all relate to having those moments where we feel that we could have done better. Now, in those moments, I urge you to be kinder to yourself, right? Because we are personally our own worst critic, and just take it a little bit easy on ourselves. And all you can do is pick yourself right back up again and keep going, right? There's no race in this world. This is not a sprint. This entire life journey, this experience here is a marathon, right? And if we can look at that concept, right, then we know that there's no rush. It doesn't matter how many times we get it wrong. We have the chance to make it right the next day. We do. And we will get off track because we are not perfect human beings. We will fall down. We will scuff our knees 100 times. The most important thing that you can do is just pick yourself right back up and get right back on track. That is what you can do. You do have that ability to do that. And I know it sounds so simple and elementary and basic, but really, these are principles that will save you from being off track for too long. And the way you can gauge a person, their maturity, their experience of life and self-awareness is when they do fall off track, right? Because we will, as everybody will, as human beings, there's no one who doesn't. The best way you can gauge a person's maturity and the person's awareness of themselves is how fast can they get right back on track again. That is the key, the number one indicator, how you can observe other people and understand their level of maturity in this life experience. If you see people, we will fall down. That's inevitable. So don't judge them for falling, but admire them for getting right back up, admire them for getting right back on the saddle and keeping forth, and they keep going, right? That is what we should be recognizing and admiring from the people that are in our experience, in our awareness. And so I do hope that that helps anyone there who is here in this live stream or watching the replay. I really do hope that this small tidbit there offers value, and it does bring you some further insight into what's happening in our own life experience, right? So, all right. So I covered the topics that I had agreed to do, which was divine timing and synchronicity. All right. And I'm going to just cover very briefly life path numbers. I'm not going to go into detail about that, but what I will do is at least acknowledge what that is and what that might mean for you. All right. Sean Baby says, yes, it resonates. You have to get back up and keep going 100%. Yes, you do. Okay. Thank you, Bridget. Okay. And I forget who exactly was that asked me about the life path number, but I will at least cover it like I did agree to do that. I like to honor my commitments and my words. And so if you don't know about your life path number, you can easily find that on Google or Safari. You just type in life path number calculator, and it will be plug in your date of birth, and it will tell you what your number is. And the best way I can put this in like a concise, sentence is that it's something like your natal chart, if you know what that is, and it does at least give you more insight into the element of life that you're in, right? And so, for example, Mel, what does FB mean? Facebook? What was Mel? I think I just saw FB. Does that mean Facebook, Mel? Okay. All right. So, um, life path numbers. Now, based on your date of birth, you can look on Safari or Google and plug in your date of birth, and it will tell you what your like number is. Okay. When you have your number, it'll usually be between 1 and 9. Now, of course, it may be a double digit number, but it typically reduces to a single digit number. And so if it's a 1 through 9, that's what the options are. You'll be able to better understand maybe like the experience you may be facing, okay? And I don't want to go through each number here because that was not the plan here, but I do know that somebody asked me earlier in the live stream about what their number might be. And so the best way that I could describe on a very general scale for the life path numbers 1 through 9 is number 1, okay? And like just like I always describe the astrology and the zodiac signs, just because the zodiac sign might be like Aries or Scorpio or whatever it may be, there's also like, I guess the best way I would say this, like layers to that zodiac sign, right? Like lower consciousness, middle consciousness, and higher consciousness. And just like that, the life path numbers also have that same, I guess, like tonality to it. So just because you have two different life path number ones, it doesn't always mean that how they implement that life path number 1 will be on the same scale. Okay, so I hope that at least brings some clarity and insight into that piece. So if you are a 1, typically it just means that you are on the leadership journey in this life. And again, how you play out leadership will determine based upon where you're at and holistically and your consciousness level. So based upon the level of awareness and ascension that you find yourself within is how you will most likely play out that leadership role. So for example, I am a life path number 1. I am. And there are many other people who are life path number 1s. Other examples could be people who just run a business, who are managers, who are leaders in their own ways. It could be the president. Examples, guys. This is examples. Leaders of families, organizations. They run the stores. They could be anything, okay? Again, a number 1 is somebody who's going to have initiative, drive, commitment, and move the ball forward. And how they do that and how it shows up for them will be determined based upon other factors, okay? So you can't just take one number 1 and just think they're all in the category, all right? Now, number 9, for example, again, it's 1 through 9. Number 9 would be somebody who is more evolved. When I say evolved, I mean that how they're going to show up as a person in their life experience. I would call the number 9 like the grandfather. They're not going to be a leader because they're not meant to be a leader. They're meant to just watch. They're meant to take in, right? They're meant to nurture and help support existing structures. And they will do it in their own manners and their own positions, okay? A life path number 8 has a very challenging journey. And I say number 8 because if you know numerology and zodiac and other elements, then you can see how they all integrate and tie in together. And if you are into like the tarot decks and all these things and the journey, then you're going to see how all these elements always they connect all the time. It doesn't mean that you have to resonate with whatever it says exactly, but if you can look at the bigger picture is going to show you a bigger story, right? And it doesn't mean that you have to jive with that whole story, but what it is to help take from it what you do resonate with and let that be part of your experience. So Are we still here? Thank you, Bridget. Yay. Okay. All right. All right. So, does anybody have any questions about either divine timing, synchronicity, or the life path? That's my question. Yes. I don't even want to know who Bob is, unless he's a character. Maybe if he's funny, maybe. But um, oh, um, Sean says crochet. Yeah, okay, that's awesome. Aussie says, thank you, Katrina. It's great listening to you. It's a lot to take in for the first time listening. I know it could be a lot to take in, guys. I totally understand that. And that's why I do my best to not, um, I try my best to just bring forth topics and I keep it concise with a objective to cover. That way it's number one, not all over the board, and number two, not too intense, not too overwhelming. But naturally I probably do have a very overwhelming personality, and so I do apologize if people feel, overwhelmed by me at points. I do know I have that ability to be intense and overwhelming, but I come from a place of love. My intention is so pure, so divine. I can only hope that you can take me in bite-sized chunks, okay? That's my hope. Hi, Kessa Kettle, how are you? Yes, I'm a Pookie Bear, for sure. I'm Pookie Bear. Guys, Mel Mel's just protecting me. She loves me. And I love Mel Mel back. I do. Thank you. Enlighten says, we love you, Katrina. Thank you. Thank you. Chris Shea says, Katrina, thank you so much. Yay. Sean Baby just says hearts. All he says is hearts. So, okay. Okay. Thank you, Open Your Eyes, for saying much love. Okay. I appreciate that at this point. Thank you. Rebecca C says her husband is Pookie Bear. Well, I'm at Mel Mel's Pookie Bear. And I'm Bridget's Kit Kat. And I'm Gen Z, and I'm Gen Z's soul sister. Oh. Thank you. Albany says, we do love you, Katrina. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Mel Mel is not a lesbian. She's like my sister. Sorry if that comes across like that. I love Mel Mel. Don't I mean, maybe it comes across the wrong way, and that's okay because me and Mel Mel, we know. I love her. I love her. She's not a lesbian. She has a family, guys. You guys are silly sometimes, okay? Shouldn't be entertaining it this way. Oh, enlightened, stop. Please. I love humanity. I love everyone. I want to help make a difference in the world. I'll do whatever I can to do that. And I respect the differences and I we will have, life is going to be a different way for all of us. And so it's more important to find ways to come together. It's hard sometimes to do that, but I will lead this ship as best I know how. Okay. And I will have the moderators here that will help me do that. Okay. And I trust them 100%. Okay. I have no doubt in my heart, in my mind, they have my best interest. So that I do feel confident with. Okay. And I hope at least lets my moderators know my true sincerity and genuine appreciation for you guys helping support me. I hope that comes through the screen here. Sean Baby says, LOL, love you. That's not deep enough for me, Sean. What I miss? Mel Mel. If you're cooking Mel Mel, I need to know if you're cooking or if you're filing your nails. And if you're filing your nails or if you're cooking, I need to know. A sandwich. Aw, Mel Mel's making a sandwich. Make me one too, Mel Mel. Make me one too. Oh my god, yeah, I don't even know what scissor me timbers is. And I don't think I want to know, guys. I've never heard that before in my life. Nobody better be cutting me. The only cutting I'm gonna get is Sean's blood. I'm a vampire, guys. Oh god, now I can laugh, okay? I got all the very important conversations out of the way already. Oh, Lord have mercy on my soul. Don't Google what? Wait, what did you guys Google? I need to know what it was. What did you guys Google? Lord, what was it? Yes, Chris. Chris Shea says, your mods are great. You pick them for a reason. I do. I do. Thank you. I do. Sean says it does, Katrina. I forgot what we were talking about there, Sean. Is there a link for the numbers? There's no link, really. Just Google on Safari or Chrome. Just type in life path number calculator. Use the word calculator, and then it'll come up. You just put your birthday in there, not the birth time, just your birthday, like month, day, year. It'll tell you your number. I think it at least gives you more insight into your own experience. What are the scissors about, guys? What scissors? I'm just gonna drink Sean's blood, okay? I'm going to drink Sean's blood. Sean Baby says, I love you, Mrs. Sean Baby. Ah, I love you too, Mr. Sean Baby. That wouldn't make sense. No, I guess. Okay. Gen Z says, Chris, you've been awesome. Chris says, Bridget, you are an amazing person. Bridget is amazing, guys. Can we also support the people who are really here? Maybe we don't. Maybe you know what? I won't do that right now. Let's not do that right now, just because. Different time. I am a vampire, Bridget. I'm totally a vampire. I'm a vampire. We Googled, wait, scissor me timbers. Is it really a thing though? I'm gonna copy and paste this and look it up later, not now. Grief. Paste it here. What does that even mean? I'll look it up later, not right now. I don't want to get ahead of myself there. Wavelength. She's not lying. No, I'm not lying. I'm totally going to like drink his blood. Mama, steak and salad and battered fry. Oh, beer battered fries. That sounds yummy. I made a barbecue earlier, not barbecue, but like grilled fajita meat. So I'll have leftovers, and then I have family come over later today. We'll do like hamburgers and like hot dogs, but I would like steak and fries. Sean's like, she's not lying. It's so funny, guys. It's so funny. Oh, good Lord of mercy, guys. Okay. Chris Shea says, you found a life here. What does that mean, Chris Shea? Hi, Roots. Sunny Storm. Mel says, I don't recall. Okay, cool. Wow, what's that? I don't know what HP means, but doesn't sound good. Yeah, guys, I don't know what that means, guys. So what are you guys talking about? Actually, I don't need to know. I don't need to know that. Aw, Duty Run is here. Hi. He says, Katrina, thanks for the positive vibes and love. Just woke up to your live. Well, wonderful. Thanks for hanging out. I wanted to make sure I knocked this live stream out early. I have family coming over later tonight, or later today, for a barbecue and 4th of July stuff. So thank you for the super chat donation. We had a really amazing time, despite some interaction in the chat, but we had a great time. We had a discussion on divine timing. We also covered synchronicity, and I think it was really good content. So yes, thank you. Thank you, Sean, for placing his link. Thank you, Chris Shea. Yeah, yes. So I think, okay, yes. So I think one of the best things to say, Antimony is here. Hello, Antimony. I love Antimony so much. I love her. Thanks for showing up and saying hello. Another soul sister. We had a great time here in the live stream. We covered some really cool I think deep topics on divine timing, synchronicity. We covered a little bit of like life path numbers because that was requested in the chat, and it was fun. Hi, Water Ski Mom. How are you? Hi. Yes. And I have the best moderators, guys. They have my best interest at hand here. I always trust them. I do. Yes, absolutely. And I wanted to at least, reiterate that the universe does support you. So no matter where you are in life, no matter what you may be going through, struggling with, don't feel defeated. Please don't ever give up because life is an entire journey that we will always be on this path of further discovery and further evolvement. And even when we feel beat down, when we feel defeated, we make mistakes. We're human beings and we will make more mistakes. The most important thing, or the best advice in those moments where we're facing trials and tribulations is to remember that the universe does support you. The universe has your back. There is a divine timing. And so, whatever you may be experiencing in the world, whatever hardship or success, whatever struggle or achievement that may be happening in your awareness is divinely timed. There is a process, right, that we are to be inhabiting. And when things occur for us, it is to bring further awareness to help develop us. And so sometimes it can feel like the world's against us. Sometimes it can feel that no matter what we do, we're being taken down. That's understandable. But the best advice in those moments is to pick yourself back up and keep going, right? That is your birthright. It is your destiny to keep persevering, push through, and push past any kind of fears, any limitations that may be barriers to your ultimate well-being and success. Okay, the universe will support you, and we are a vibrational match to what we are currently experiencing in our reality today. Yay! Mel Mel's funny. Thank you, Sean, baby. Mel Mel, what? I'm whatever you want me to be. I missed it. I missed it. Mel Mel, you're my sister, okay? Yes, Judy Ron, happy 4th, okay? Love you. Thank you for always supporting me. Appreciate your dedication. Thank you. Water ski mom, that's so cute. I love watching Mel Mel. I really do. I can always be guaranteed like a smile and a warm heart when I'm hanging out with Mel Mel. So for sure. Thank you, Duty Run. Awesome. So, all right, guys. So, I think we had a great live stream. We probably had a couple of hiccups with, I guess, some of the chat, but that's okay in life. Um, it's gonna be, that things happen, guys. And so I appreciate everyone who enjoyed the live stream here with me. And my main hope is that you got more insights and that I was able to provide value to your time here, because ultimately if you're hanging out with me here for an hour or for 2 hours, I want to be able to give you some kind of value exchange for your time. And so I really appreciate that you hung here, and we are, an environment where we can feel safe to express our experiences and share our thoughts. And so I really value and appreciate each and every one of you. Okay? Yes. Aw, thank you, Diddy Ron. Yeah. So, with that being said, guys, I wish everyone a very exciting, fun, safe holiday if you're here in the States. I know that that holiday is not celebrated in other countries, but for those who are in America, I wish you a very fabulous holiday weekend. Be safe, um, enjoy the experience, and thank you for your time here. I appreciate that. And till next time, guys. Yay. Aw, thank you, Sean, baby. Love you guys.